It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning and welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm David Stroud here with Scooter Scott Callie.
Whoop, whoop.
There we go.
I had to get it in.
Oh yeah, I enjoy it when you do it.
Bob just loves it.
I know. It's his favorite
he
part
wants
of the
me to
day.
do it like 2 or 3 times every morning. Yeah, he's
2 or
saying
3 times?
he's over there saying I'm number 1.
Thank you for joining us this morning. And let's see, it's 5:26 Thursday, and we appreciate you watching. We'd like to start the show off with the morning prayer that's brought to you by Roller Funeral Home with all our respect. They have 29 in the state and 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. And we appreciate them being there for us in our time of need. When you lose a loved one, it's very hard. You don't know what to do, and they're here for you. So
I know a lot of people talk about pre-planning, and that's a great idea.
It is.
Really is, because they don't know exactly what your wishes are, and your family is going through a tough time and a tough loss, and they don't really want to have to deal with that part
Right.
of it. So having it pre-planned and everybody knowing what you want is the way to go.
right. My wife wants a fiesta.
Fiesta.
With tacos and margaritas. That's what she wants. So we haven't pre-planned anything other than that. I'll make sure that happens, though, if she goes before me.
Is that fiesta when you leave or when she leaves?
Well, thank you. Yeah.
When's the party? No.
It's when she does. But I hope to go first. I don't want to be left alone.
I get it.
What say you?
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Everybody's the same way, but yeah. I sure don't want to put that on my wife either. So
Right.
it goes both ways.
I guess so. All right, we'll pause now for the morning prayer. Dear Lord, I want to thank you for everything you've given us. Thank you for my personal health, the people out there's health and happiness that seems to be hard to come by nowadays in all this division. I hope that you'll watch over us and guide us and lead us in the right direction. We sure could use it. In this I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Roller Funeral Home with all our respect. We appreciate their sponsorship of the morning prayer, and we appreciate them for doing what they do. It's got to be a job that's for a very special person. Roller Funeral Home with all our respect. We'll take a short break and hear from Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora of the Z Team, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Welcome back to the morning show, and Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team is sponsors of our morning weather, but we also like to take a look at their camera of the White River. And it's a beautiful shot this morning, a little overcast cloud cover, but you can see what they wake up to every morning, and jealousy becomes me, right?
It's got to be tough. Wake up in the morning and
yeah.
have to grab a cup of coffee and sit and look at that.
It's overlooking Cotter, Arkansas. They're in Marion County, looking into Baxter County. Off in the distance is Missouri. To the left is Bull Shoals. To the right is Mountain Home. But I've played down there on that ball field during Kirsten's 16th birthday party. We stayed down there on the river, and it's a beautiful area. If you've never been down there, take a short drive to Cotter, Arkansas, and go swing off the rope swing into the spring, right?
Everybody goes to that Cotter Springs.
Yeah.
I have not been in it.
Never?
No.
It's cold.
I've been there.
Yeah.
My kids have been in it, but I've never jumped in it.
You gotta just wade in it ankle deep and then jump back out. Because it'll cure what ails you. If you need to wake up, drive down there and jump in. You'll be awake in 0.2 seconds. Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team.
We're going to switch over to the other camera.
Yes, they have these cameras on their website at retiredtoarkansas.net, and you can go see these live feeds. And that is a mountain in, we think Missouri, but we don't know the name of it, and it just pops out there.
We're working on finding the location of that one.
One day next year.
One day next year.
Might not be able to find out. Nobody
I'll,
knows.
I'll find it.
It's a secret, like Area 51.
Yeah.
Look at that. You can see the birds crossing. That's how well this thing zooms in, because, you know, they're not right in front of that camera. They're off miles away. You sure outdid yourself when you found these cameras.
Out when you back up, you can tell how far that is.
Yeah, that's zooming in miles, not just a few feet. It's a beautiful shot that we bring to you every morning from Bob and Linda Zodor of the Z-Team. Go to retiredarkansas.net, and if you want to take a look at the White River, but also their listings, and if you're looking to buy or sell, they are a great team to work with. There's five of them now. Let's see, Sam.
There's a number of them. You get a whole team.
Yeah, you get a whole team. Six of them. I just took pictures of them, and now I can't. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna count in my head. Bob and Linda and Sam and six.
I wouldn't have brought it up unless I knew the answer. That's just me.
I like to look foolish first thing in the morning. It's no problem. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. They're realtors you'd recommend to a friend. And I've said it the other day, Linda is very good at staging a home, so you definitely want to have her take a look at placement of your items and taking away items. It works. It works for the pictures. It works for the touring of the home. And right now, everything's selling fast. So give them a call, 870-405-0793. Let's take a look at the weather. Mountain Home, Arkansas is at 53. Harrison 54, Batesville 57, Yellville 55, Marshall 52, Salem's 55, Mountain View 52, Calico Rock 53, West Plains, Missouri is at 55, Springfield, Missouri 54, Poplar Bluff 65, and St. Louis is at 67. Looking over across the country, we've got some rain showers, pretty much heavy rain showers, crossing Alabama, going into Georgia, Tennessee. So if you're in that area, take cover, because it looks like we've got some heavy showers.
Nice little swirl between Arkansas and Missouri there.
Right.
You can watch it just spin around in a circle as it's coming through.
From the cloud cover, or from the White River photo, right now it's just cloud cover, but you know that can change quickly. And so if you're going up into northern Missouri, just be careful, because thunderstorms can pop up anywhere. Across the rest of the country, up in Wisconsin, Canada, Portland, it all has some slight showers and cloud cover and rain. So, yeah, we'll zoom in here to Arkansas and see if anything pops up. What we got? It looks like it's pretty much just cloud cover right now. There might be some light precipitation, maybe some. They're seeing a little yellow up in Missouri. So, I think it's going to be okay. Uh-oh. Please hold.
Which screen's this? Oh, this one doesn't even, we don't have any warnings on that.
Nothing on that. So O'Hare Airport is got a nice shot of severe,
There you go.
severe
Nobody
something
cares,
at one
but there
time.
you go.
So, yeah, we'll move on. Each one is going to, there we go. It looks like we've got some slight warnings, flood warning, flood advisory over on the eastern part of the state. It looks like towards Jonesboro, maybe. Is that?
It's just going to be the rivers and stuff like that. They're a little bit high down there.
Okay. Up in Missouri, slight chance. Nothing too major, so we'll be all right. 7-day forecast. Mountain Home, today, 70% showers likely, high is 60. Tonight, 30% to 20. So it's going to slight chance of showers and thunderstorms, low of 53. Friday, decreasing clouds, high of 73. I love how we go into the weekends now, and it's beautiful.
I know.
Friday night, mostly clear, low of 48. Saturday, sunny, high of 81. Saturday night, mostly clear, low of 63. Sunday, perfect floating day for Memorial Weekend, high of 86. Sunday night, mostly clear, low of 67. Memorial Day, sunny and 86. That is excellent, because we have some things going on for you. Pollen count. Each one's going to do it. Tree pollen today is moderate. Tomorrow is probably going to be moderate, but it says none. And Saturday, don't believe it, it's probably going to be moderate or high. Grass pollen is low today. Tomorrow very high, and Saturday very high. Ragweed, nobody cares. Norfolk Lake water levels at 572.21. It is 20 feet above pool, and they're running right now 0 generators. Bull Shoals, 687.78. Level is 28 feet above full pool, and they're running 3 generators. And that is a look at your weather, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team, realtors you would recommend to a friend. Go to retiredarkansas.net and take a look at their listings and give them a call, 870-405-0793. And we're going to take a short break, and we'll come back for community news. Scooter?
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you?
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Thank you for joining us. And yesterday, a minor earthquake has been reported in northern Marion County. The United States Geological Survey says the magnitude 2.1 quake was recorded 6.9 miles southwest of Pontiac, Missouri. Interesting. Well, that was Wednesday morning at 2:20. The location 19 miles northwest of Mountain Home, 27.4 miles east northeast of Harrison, and 31.8 miles east southeast of Branson. Can you believe that we actually live on a major fault line, and it's just been dormant for many, many years?
Let it be dormant.
Yes. Experts say normally quakes below a 3 are rarely felt. However, smaller quakes from a magnitude 2.0 can be felt by humans if the quake is shallow enough. If they're closer to the epicenter and not disturbed by ambient factors such as noise, wind, vibrations of engines, traffic. You know, every time there's been one that's been around here, I've never noticed. Have you?
I have. I have before, yes.
You have felt it?
I have felt something.
So the Baxter County election, what went wrong and how it was handled. You know, the other night they had to put off giving us numbers.
Yes.
And so they had technical difficulties. They had some misplaced jump drives. Few bumps in the road, but they were able to give the results by 11:30, and it looks like we're headed to a runoff election for the Baxter County judge between Brian Plumley and Kevin Liddy. That'll be a month from now. Runoff election will take place on June 21st. So let's see how many people vote in that one, because usually that drops, doesn't it, in the runoff? We don't have as many that participate.
But
in that,
you never know, because even if you didn't vote the first round, you can vote the second. So
right.
Primary.
Right. And one that was interesting to me, Jack Fortner, he holds off his challenger, wins re-election as state representative. I was here when Bob interviewed him, and I thought he was a really knowledgeable guy, knew what he was doing. I was glad to hear that he won re-election. So that was pretty good. Let's see. Hogs Open SEC baseball tournament with rematch against Crimson Tide. If you're a Hogs fan.
They got beat.
They got beat? That's too bad. I missed it. May 25th. See, I like doing the show to have egg on my face because.
Hey, I live there, buddy.
You live there?
You're fine. I just own it.
Right. So we're going to go to one of my favorite things to do, which is the Baxter County Library. I think we have a great library that everybody should join. Tommy Feliccia is with us today of the 9/11 Memorial Committee, and when I worked there, he visited with me, and we signed up his daughter to have a library card, and they go there all the time, and she absolutely loves it. And so if you could pull up their website, I'd just like to show people, go to baxtercountylibrary.org. Their calendar is here. Just click on it, and you can find all of the things that they do, like Mom Walk and Talk, babies and books, after-school meals. They have after-school meals for kids through 18 years old that last through the school year. And so you can click on each one of these, and it'll show you, if you got to register for it, what's going on, current attending authors. So go to backslip.org if you're looking for something to do. Go, inside and see that beautiful building. They are there for anything and everything that you need. If you're looking for, employment help, doing a resume, stuff like that, they're there to help you. Okay, some upcoming events. Let's see. I thought I had this kickboxing for women. That was yesterday. I'm just gonna. Heart to Heart dance class for women, June 1st, 4:15 to 5:15 at the WC Wellness Center. The Schliemann Center for Women Heart to Heart dance class, Monday and Wednesdays at 4 p.m., held at the Wellness Education Center. That's at 2545 Highway 5 North. It's formerly Simple Man's if you used to go to that establishment. Dance class includes several types of dance styles inspired by a wide variety of musical genres, including 70s, 80s, and a little hip-hop. The goal is to get moving and dance. Due to COVID, class capacity is limited, mask required, social distancing strictly observed, and registration is required. So call 870-508-2345. They also have kickboxing for women, cardio weight training, high intensity fun. That's on June 1st, 5:30 to 6:30. That's at the same Wellness Education Center. So you can register for that, 870-508-2345. That's a look at our community news, and we're going to be back with Cheri Smith and Tommy Feliccia of the 9/11 Memorial Committee. So stay tuned.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the Mountain Home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Good morning and welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV.
We won't go there.
We won't go there. We are visiting with Tom and Feliccia and Cheri Smith of the 9/11 Memorial Committee. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, most definitely. They were in charge of, take it away, the 9/11 Memorial.
Yeah, well, how many months ago? September 11th, we had a 20th, anniversary of 9/11. I think the city of Mountain Home and everybody that was a part of that, I think that was an awesome event. If you didn't get to go to it, we had both towers up hanging the American flag. We had all kinds of people there, but it ended with us getting some steel from the Twin Towers.
Right.
And that dates back to my grandpa and my uncle were former FDNY. So talking through them, we wrote a letter to the FDNY commissioner just asking for a piece of steel, and saying that it would be put up, it wouldn't be a private collection or anything like that. It would be, displayed proudly on the Veterans Plaza. And I got that permission through the city council to put that up there. And we just kind of waited for a couple months. Unfortunately, my grandpa passed away right before that anniversary. I went over to his house and there was a big box just laying under the TV. Well, what is that? And it was the Twin Tower steel.
Right.
He was keeping it, hiding it from me to try to surprise me for 9/11.
Yeah.
And I thought that was, he was a part of it there. I just thought we would have probably been another request. They said they get requests every day from around the world for steel, and they don't have much of it left. So the majority of the people just kind of get pushed to the side. So for Mountain Home to get one, I thought it was pretty fortunate.
Yeah.
Just based on my research on unofficial, I think we'll be the 6th in the state that would have an actual piece of steel. There's, I think, a little over 300 in the world. So I think it's kind of rare too. It'll bring maybe a little bit of tourism and education. There's a ton of people now that they weren't alive during 2001. So they could go up there. We got a little info plaque, and they could read about it and know what 9/11 was, not just read it in a textbook. So,
right. It was an honor to receive that, definitely, when you called me and was talking about doing a 3D rendering of your design.
Yeah.
And I thought, heck yeah, I want to be a part of that.
Yeah. A lot of people, that's what everybody said. Nobody said no. Everybody was like, what can I do? So it was cool. The whole community just kind of, got behind us and funded it. And I guess we'll talk about that here in a second. That you'll be seeing it here shortly. So.
Right. Yeah. They'll be unveiling that on Monday. And the annual Memorial Day commemoration in Veterans Plaza. They said, what time do they start everything, the whole festivities?
11 a.m.
Everything starts at 11. Okay. And
there'll be live feed through XL7.
Right.
Yes, we will be broadcasting it live, so be happy if you can't make it out there.
Yeah.
You can sit at home, watch it on your TV.
I will tell you that link will go as far as New York. I know there's many people that are waiting to watch it that can't make it. So,
right.
Yeah.
And I'll definitely be there.
Yeah.
So if you can join us, that would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's at 11 at the Veterans Plaza. If you don't know where that's at, just go to the square. Look over where all the American flags are proudly displayed right now. That's the Veterans Plaza. You'll probably see us starting to work on it here in the next couple of days, and then our plan is to reveal it for Monday. So,
right.
Yeah. I don't know if everybody, it was in the paper yesterday, if they've seen a sketch of it. I don't know if you got a picture or anything.
I'll see if I can find one.
But it is a one-of-a-kind, unique memorial that we've been able to piece together. And I have a guy that I want to talk about here later that, it was just a piece of paper. Is this even possible to build?
Right.
And we got to see it firsthand yesterday, and holy cow.
Right.
I mean, it's just crazy to see something that we just thought was, is this even possible? The guy, he built it.
Right. I remember sitting in on that meeting down in Gasville.
Yeah.
And he's like, most definitely that can be built.
Yeah.
I mean, anything can be built.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And when you sent me the mock-up of it, I thought that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got to get a picture of that shown on there. So who are some of the people that are involved with that? You've got a whole list there.
Yeah, I got a whole list, and like I said, everybody I went to, we were starting to talk about this. Everybody, what can I do? I've even had more people since we've closed our donation. What can I do? Do you need anything? No, we're funded. Thank you very much. And so that was really cool. But I got a couple names that we're going to bounce back and forth between me and Cheri.
Sure.
I'll start on the business side. This all started back, we had Garth Deems with UPS. He helped us out. He funded our poster. We've had donations from Colligan and Mount Home and Connecticut, Miss Lisa House. Homebound Medical also helped us out. Tracy Fire Department, they helped us out. Central Heating and Air, of course the city of Mount Home, they poured that slab up there. They're going to be up there today with the forklift. They're going to help us set that. So they've been a big help. All the rural fire departments have always been checking in, seeing what we needed, if there's anything they could do. They've been huge. Of course, Mountain Home Fire Department and the police department, same thing. They're right there with the rural fire departments. Anything we ever needed, they've been there. We got Lyle and Lonnie Uchman, and if you see up there, they did the stonework up there, and that looks amazing.
Right.
They did a heck of a job. They've always done excellent work.
So at the base of it, around the concrete.
It's all.
Because I drove by yesterday and I seen that it looks like bricks now.
Yeah, that's just big old
stone.
Actual rocks, and
very nice.
It looks really good.
It did, and I could tell from the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that looked good. It turned out awesome. And the stone was donated by Stephen Stone Supply in Clinton, Arkansas. And we went down there to buy some stone, and we left with a pallet for a donation. It was pretty cool.
Very good.
Yeah.
I did get a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. There it is right there.
There it is right there.
So below that is going to be a base that the rocks, the stone from the Uchmans was put. But
right, and it's it's at least a foot, maybe 2 foot tall.
I'd say when all said and done, it's probably going to be 8 foot tall together.
Yeah. Right.
And that's what the Twin Towers are known for. You look at the skyline in New York, everybody would see the towers. Yeah. Wherever you were, you would see them.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're definitely going to notice it driving by.
Yeah,
that's
I think
for
so.
sure.
I think so. Of course, yeah, go ahead.
That sketch is going to come alive on Monday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be there.
That is going to be cool.
Yeah, it's going to look, and that's the steel that we were granted in the middle there. That's wedged in between. I didn't even think that was possible. Can you wedge that for me, Bill, in between two towers and make it work? And
that's what I'm most interested in seeing is how he mounted that in between there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got it work. I think he had some good friends up north that kind of do some welding and stuff that build a bracket. So I'm excited to see that too.
Yeah.
That's where my next donation, Concrete Living and Engraving, Mr. Bill and Gene, they are the ones that built this for us. And like I said, I brought them a piece of paper. They're really good friends with Cheri. Cheri was in contact with them. Is this even possible? And he said, absolutely. Mm-hmm. He's donated his labor. We just covered material costs was through our donation. And it arrived yesterday. So that I can't wait for everybody to see it. I'm so excited. And I'm blown away the quality of work that Bill was able to do. So
he transported it in his truck, in his dump truck, because that was the safest way to bring it down. 6-hour travel.
Right.
Yeah.
With his wife traveling with the rest of everything and the son in their personal vehicle. And it arrived, as Tommy said, yesterday here in Mountain Home. And I think Scooter might have a picture.
There he is.
There's Mr. Bill.
Yeah.
This is the man that has taken the sketch.
Yeah. And brought it to life.
Yeah, and countless, I don't know how many hours. We've been on the phone a ton, how many hours he's put into this. Down to, I mean, every piece is perfect on that.
Right.
So.
And his part.
That is so cool.
His part was pro bono. He only
Correct.
asked to pay for the materials. And
Correct.
that's where you got the donations
Yeah.
to pay for the materials.
His material and to get it down here because
Yeah.
he's 6.5 hours away.
Right, but all the labor was free of charge.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very good.
That is so cool.
It is. All right, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll visit some more with Tommy Feliccia and Cheri Smith of the 9/11 Memorial.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home.
At Serendipity Bliss, we love turning your day into a once-in-a-lifetime memory by offering unique, beautiful, and specialized event and wedding rentals that can transform any atmosphere into something you will never forget. Whether it's your dream wedding, a golden anniversary, sweet 16 party, or a company event, we can make any event blissfully perfect. Serendipity Bliss carries unique specialty gifts and bridal jewelry and helps coordinate decor, table items, theme-related pieces, and more. Make your day blissfully perfect with Serendipity Bliss, located behind Car Care Mountain Home.
Scrap that.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Thank you for joining us. Our guests are Tommy Feliccia and Cheri Smith of the 9/11 Memorial. And Scooter, pull that picture back up. This is here in Mountain Home, and it'll be set up on May 30th at 11 a.m. at the Memorial Plaza here in Mountain Home. Show us Bill.
Bill.
Yeah, there's Bill with it, and I can't wait to see it. Cheri, tell us a little bit more about some of the donors and people that were involved in this.
Well, as Tommy said earlier, we had to raise some money for this event to cover the materials. And so we reached out to the community. We have a number of people that have donated. I'll just name a few, and Tommy has a few. Tamika Slater, Billy Adair, and I know I'm probably going to chop this, and I apologize. Bob and Judith Nazarelek, Olga Siemens, Clyde Smith. But I think the ones that I also want to recognize are the ones that donated that got us to the point to where we could build the memorial. But in the last few weeks, as Bill was constructing and identifying with Tommy over the phone what he needed when he arrived.
Right.
The City of Mountain Home has stepped up with equipment. I can't say enough appreciation to David Stoltz, who is our OEM director for the Baxter County. If you need something in this community and you don't know where to go
to him.
You call David Stoltz.
Okay.
And if he doesn't know, he'll find out.
Right.
He has been a wealth of resource Joe Quinn, who's our safety coordinator, also has just been extremely helpful, housed us, helped things. David and Joe and Tommy's dad, Shannon, actually built some frames for us.
Yeah.
To put up at the plaza, just because we don't want any sneak peeks while
Right.
we're building it. But more importantly, we don't want you watching us driving down 62 and maybe have an accident. So if you see a curtain up, it's not that we're trying to hide anything.
Right.
We just want to protect the safety of the community so that you're not having an accident. And we really want to unveil it on Monday.
Right. Yeah.
But there's, I do have to tell you, we were looking for a specific tool for Bill that he requested, and Tommy made a phone call a couple of places. They didn't have it. I called my chief at Henderson Fire Department, and I said, this is what we need. He said, I'm on it. And by 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, it was in my hands.
Right.
So this community, I can't say enough. This community is the best that I have ever lived in.
Yeah. Yeah. Many people have come together to make this happen. We
Oh,
sure
yeah.
do appreciate each and every one of you if you're watching.
Yes.
Most definitely.
I got a couple more people. It's so cool we have a whole list. It's not just two people.
Exactly.
I mean, there's so many people that stepped up, and the donation wise, it was either just through help or tools. We've had little donations, big donations, but those little donations might equal exactly what those big donations on certain people. Everybody was trying to be a part of it. A couple more names: Miss Josie Schleeman, a very good friend of my family. She stepped up and helped a lot. Mr. Ed and Julie Randall helped. We got John Ipley, Robert and Eileen Jenkins, Mary D. Castor, John and Jackie Connor. We got David Osmond, Miss Arnold, of course, Mom and Dad. They stepped up. Jamie, Shannon, Felicia, they helped, and also my uncle and aunt, Vince and Tammy Felicia. I got this gentleman right here that he
Absolutely.
He helped. If you've seen that 3D picture that they had up earlier, I can't do that. This guy did.
Yeah.
Through his computer and everything, he helped bring that to life, and that's been our go-to poster everywhere I go.
Right.
So I appreciate you doing that for us.
Yeah, thank you for asking me. I was honored to do that.
Yeah.
There's one that, if I had the link, you can go to, and it's a 3D rendering where you can actually spin it around and upside down and look at, because it also has on the side the date, 9/11/01, never forget on the front. And so it was harder to see, but there's a Pentagon there on the base of it with the number 93.
Yeah.
And so there, it's the Twin Towers, it's the Pentagon, Flight 93. It encompasses everything that happened that day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I appreciate you asking me to be a part of it.
Well, thank you for helping, because you guys did not want to see my little pencil scratch.
I wish I could have found that and got that to students.
Pencil scratch, and I don't know how David got my pencil scratch into
that. Actually would have been cool to brought up. It showed where the pencil scratches started to this.
Right.
Yeah. So
starts with a piece of paper and a pencil. Yeah.
A little bit about 9/11, like I said earlier. A lot of people a lot of people were born after 2001.
They were.
But I guarantee everybody that's listening and everybody here, you knew exactly where you were when it happened, and you probably could recall that entire day.
Exactly, I can. Yep.
And that's probably when everybody watched the news the most, is just seeing the aftermath.
Yep.
I think American Pride, that was when it was at its highest.
It
was after. But altogether, I got some numbers here. There was nearly almost 3,000 people killed that day. Out of that number, 2,507 were civilians. 72 were police officers. The 343 that you always hear, that was how many firefighters died that day. 8 paramedics and 55 military personnel. And what I think with showing this on Memorial Day we have the 55 military personnel, but I can't tell you how many of those civilians, those police officers, the medics, a lot of people did the military before they became a firefighter. So there was many veterans that were lost that day. I don't have the exact number, but so we are also honoring them for Memorial Day as well. So,
well, the effects are still being felt because in the aftermath of the cleanup, there's people that went down there, volunteered their time to help. And the debris and the smoke and the hazardous materials, they're still feeling that to this day.
Yeah.
Some of them have sadly passed away because of it.
Yeah.
And so we honor them too for being a part of the cleanup.
Yeah.
And it's something I'll never forget. You're right about that. I remember exactly where I was when I got the phone call, and a friend of mine was telling me we were being attacked, and I thought, what are you talking about on our soil? And you never know, like. Pearl Harbor, the people that lived during that time. I was not around during that time, so you watch the movies and it hits you in one way, but until you've lived through something like that, it's entirely different. That you're standing there watching it and it affects you deeply. And you're right, I think that was the most united we've ever been. Probably the same like Pearl Harbor. When something like that happens, everybody banded together, American flags everywhere, and then the next thing you know, it starts to split off again. Everybody's got their idea on what should be done next, and then the opinions start to differ, and here we are today with the most divided we've ever been. And we're talking 21 years later. I don't ever want to see something like that happen again to bring us together. And it's sad that it takes something like that to bring us together.
I'm hoping that by putting this memorial up, and even if it's just for an hour on Monday,
and just our
that
community,
it brings us all together.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's what it's about.
It is.
It's truly, truly what it's about.
Mm-hmm. So what do we got there next now that we've kind of somber the moment there a little bit?
Yeah.
It's something that I'm like I said, I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
That's going to be on Monday, May 30th, the annual Memorial Day commemoration Veterans Plaza. And
it's going to be, I checked the weather, it's looking pretty good.
Right.
I think mid 80s, partly cloudy. I think there was like 10% chance of rain or something like that. So
I'm going for a fully sunny day.
I think it's going to be a nice day. It's a free event, so you don't have to pay. I do encourage you to get there early because the Mountain Home Police Department, they are going to shut down Main Street, which I know it's a lot of work for them, but we highly appreciate it because you could hear every word of the speakers without a bunch of noisy traffic going back and forth. So if you want a good spot and you don't have to walk very far, maybe get there a little early, 10:45-ish, 10:40. Starts at 11. We'll probably unveil this at the end, maybe like around 11:30, 11:40.
Yeah.
Following the memorial service, which I think is going to be amazing. They got a lot of people there too, and a lot of good speakers.
Right.
The rural fire departments will be represented on both sides.
Yeah.
Mountain Home Tower is going to be out and
we
holding the large American new flag.
We have a new nice huge American flag that we're going to fly that day. First time we've flown it since we've purchased it. So
it's a perfect day to fly it.
I think so. It's going to look good. All the veterans there. That's some of the people that I respect the most in this world is the veterans that we come across. So
we're also going to be having a cooling station. The OEMs are going to set that up. We'll obviously have BRMC presence, hoping to have the representatives of all of the personnel that was represented in responding to 9/11. And that's from dispatch to fire to police to EMS and to the air evacs.
That's great.
So they'll all be represented as well, as well as our 9/11 flag that was also given to the county last September on the 20th anniversary. So that flag will be on display also.
You say 9/11 flag. I guess I didn't know about that.
We, at the 20th anniversary, we were granted as a gift, a 9/11 flag, and instead of the stripes, it's in the middle that is written is every name that was lost that
Okay.
day. So from afar, it looks like American flag. Up close, it's a bunch of names. It's really cool.
That is really cool.
It's staying at the Midway Training Center. It's proudly displayed there, but we're going to walk it down next to the American flag and the Arkansas flag Monday.
Very good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I didn't know we had that. All right, and with that, we are going to take a break, and we will come right back.
Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora of the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever?
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Our guests are Tommy, Feliccia, and Cheri Smith of the 9/11 Memorial. We're going to go over, I've got the list here of some of the people that will be there for the memorial dedication. Master of Ceremonies will be Commander Lisa Gunter. The host organization is Allie White American Legion, Post 52. Sponsors are the North Central Arkansas Veterans Council. Some keynote speakers will be retired U.S. Army LTC Mary Walker, former U.S. Air Force Sergeant Reverend Jamie Scott. Music will be by the Mountain Home High School Band. Colors by participating veterans organization. Honors by the Honor Guard of Allie White American Legion Post 52. So we appreciate them being a part of it. The annual Memorial Day commemoration at Veterans Plaza will be Monday, May 30th at 11 a.m. So we hope you join us. I'm definitely going to be there. I can't wait to see the 9/11 Memorial unveiled. And so with that, I'm going to tell my story of where I was the day 9/11 happened. I had moved to Springfield, Missouri, and I was in a job interview at Reliable Toyota. And so we're in there talking about me getting a job there, and unbeknownst that it's even going on. So I leave the interview and go home, and my phone is ringing because I don't have a cell phone. This is 2001. I don't have a cell phone then. And it's a friend of mine that I worked with here back in Mountain Home, and he said we were being attacked and to turn on the news. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, what are you talking about, being attacked? Like military attack? And he's like, no, there's people flying planes into buildings. And I turned on the TV, and the first one had gone into the first tower. And so I'm sitting there watching, and it was 12 minutes later, I think, and the second one hit. And that's when you knew it was real, because the first one, people are thinking accident, you know, you don't know what's going on. And then when you saw that second one bearing down on the tower, I mean, I can feel it now, what I thought and how I felt, and the disbelief. And you know, you start to cry, and you think of all the people that are in there, especially above the floors where the plane had hit, and you know they're not getting out. Yeah. And that's going to be the last time anybody here talk to them again. Then you know the Pentagon gets hit. Then you hear about Flight 93. Those people fought back, and they kept that plane from going into another building. Heroes that day that decided, once they had heard what was going on through, you know, phone calls to their loved ones, and they made the decision right there to say, no, not this plane. And so that's where I was. And I hate that a part of that day also was people were really scared and running to the gas stations to fill up their tanks, thinking that the country was going to shut down, and it was the exact opposite. The country didn't shut down. We banded together, and like we talked about earlier, it's the most I've ever felt a sense of community between everybody. There was no race, there was no religions, there was just Americans. That was something I'll never forget. And here we are today. So that was my story. That's where I was. Yeah. Tommy, yours is a little bit different because he's younger than us.
Not as old as David, but
thank you.
Great.
Appreciate it.
You know, I was. You might laugh, but I was third grade. But I could tell you exactly, you know, what we were doing. We were in the classroom that day. You know, just a normal third grade day. And back then they still had the TVs, you know, in the rooms, and you know they turned on the channel, and and we watched it for a second. And my first thought, I didn't know a whole lot as far as how my uncle involved being a third grader, but I knew that he was one of those firefighters, and that he was still there at the time, and I knew that just based on his character, he was going to help. And that's what we were worried about, was we were waiting for that phone call back to did we lose any loved ones. You know, fortunately Uncle was still here, but he does talk about just the loss of life that day. There was some departments, as far as fire department goes, certain engine company, ladder companies, if there was 7 on shift that day, all 7 of them passed away that day. I don't even know how I could handle that if, you know, my entire shift passed away that day, and I was off that day. It just happened or something. But I was third grade, and it did hit us pretty hard. It was like you said, maybe just kind of a slight step back, scared, you know, we're getting attacked, and then everybody, you know, 2 steps forward. You know, we're Americans. We bonded together. The amount of help after that for the cleanup and donations and everything. But I was third grade, and I remember that exact every moment of it. So, Cheri?
Well, I wasn't quite as young as you.
I was pretty young.
I was working.
Yeah.
I was an adult.
I was doing algebra. So.
Oh, well, no. I wasn't doing algebra, but I...
At 3?
Third grade.
Third grade, sorry.
Third grade algebra.
Algebra in third grade, right. I was working in my home office with my secretary, and we had the news channel on, kind of like when you turn the news on, the first plane had already hit, but watching the realization of that second attack, I had some friends that actually worked in the Pentagon, and I had some friends that worked in one of the towers. So it was scary. So I reached out to them, who lived in another state, by the way, and they didn't know, because they were in a medical clinic, obviously seeing patients. So I asked them, I sent them a text. My husband and my secretary's husband was out fishing that day. And when the Pentagon was hit, and before Flight 93 went down, I called my husband and he was fishing. Because whenever there's a problem, my husband fixes it.
Sure.
And whenever I'm scared, my husband comforts me.
Mm-hmm.
So I called him and I said, we're under attack. The United States is under attack. I'm not sure what's going on. We're catching fish. I said, but I need you to come home. We'll be there when we have our limit. Now, that sounds to most people, wow, not caring. But that's what he does so that he calms me down.
Yeah.
When I was overwhelmed.
It's like everything's going to be okay.
I'm going to catch the fish. I'm going to bring it home.
Yeah.
It's going to be a normal day here.
Yeah.
We're in central of the United States. They're not going to get us. And so that actually was more comforting than anything.
Yeah.
Was to just know we're going to go on. And this isn't, we can't have this interrupting the normal life and band together.
Right.
One of the pieces that 9/11 affected Henderson Fire Department was we had ordered our engine from there. It was engine 4, and it came from Long Island, and it was actually sitting at the brokers to be delivered to us, and 9/11 happened.
Yeah.
Our engine was pulled as a resource, reserve engine, to be used because there were so many apparatuses that were destroyed from the towers and at the Pentagon that we were supposed to get it in September, and our engine arrived from New York in March the following year.
Yeah.
So it served as a reserve. So
it's understandable, yeah.
Yeah. So it affected people different ways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Scooter? I know you're off camera, but what's your story? We have a couple minutes left.
I'll be real quick. The one thing I'll remember, because you never realize until a moment like that how hectic your life really is.
Yeah.
And I had a construction company at the time, and it's hectic all day long. There's phone calls constantly, people having conversations, and I was sitting in my office, and the one thing I will always remember is that eerie silence. I was just sitting there, and everything just got quiet. And you never realize you've actually had it go from where it is to just silent.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, and I knew something was going on. I mean, I don't have a TV going in my office, anything like that, but it's just that silence of what the heck. And as soon as I walked out of my office, one of my secretaries came up and said, you need to go look at the TV screen.
Yeah.
And that's the one feeling I will never forget, is that awkward silence, that just eerie, you knew something was wrong. You never realize how hectic things are going on around you until something like that happens. You get that eerie silence. But
right.
I will never remember that feeling right there.
Yeah.
And that's sketched on the Never Forget. That's going to be on the front and back of the memorial.
Right.
We'll never forget. And that memorial will be up long past when I'm gone.
Definitely.
And people will still come in and read Never Forget.
Right.
So.
And it'll have a plaque sitting next to it that will talk about that day, and the effects will be felt for generations to come. That's for sure. But we appreciate you guys coming on the show.
About a minute.
Yeah, and talking about this. We appreciate you doing the work, and especially to Joseph Russo, retired, your uncle, or great. Is it?
Yeah.
Great uncle.
Yeah.
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 He's a retired FD&I. New York captain with the fire department. He was helpful in getting this piece of steel. And your grandfather, Vincent Feliccia.
Yeah.
It's very sorry to hear that he passed a couple of days before the dedication here in Mountain Home on the 20th anniversary. But we know he's looking down on you today.
I couldn't believe what he'd be saying, seeing that up on the plaza.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So
we appreciate all your work on this too, Tommy.
Yeah, I
Cheri.
appreciate it. Thanks for having us and getting the word out. And this is the second time you've hosted us, so yeah, thank you for helping us.
No problem.
We appreciate you.
And with that, we thank you for joining us, and we hope that you join us on Monday, May 30th at 11 a.m. at Veterans Plaza for the unveiling of the 9/11 Memorial. And with that, we say adieu. Have a nice day.